What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be putting on our 93 to 97 front skid plate on the Ranger. You can use this skid plate even if you don't have our bumper. I'm not sure about the fitment issues with the stock bumper or any other bumper that you're running, but this will bolt up without our bumper. For today's video, we do have our bumper on this truck, and we are going to fasten this on the bottom of this bumper. You don't have to. It's optional. We send the bolts with, but you don't have to drill through the bumper. It's pretty strong as is without doing it. But I'm going to show you guys just how to do it, just so you know how. So the first step is going to be under here. And what you're going to do, you're going to take your tape measure. You're going to go, don't go off of this radius. You'll mess yourself up. You want to go off of the straight up here. So I believe it's 30 and 7/8. So right here is where I marked my half distance, and then I just use my square. I want to measure your half mark, find your halfway, the half distance of the bumper, and I just marked it up here just so I could use the straight edges of the bumper and not the radiuses, just so I got an accurate reading. So after I got that mark up here, I took my square, put it on here, and I marked probably about 1 inch up. It's not very specific. Just give yourself at least 1 inch. And then off the center, I marked 13 and a half. 13 and a half, and that's where I put my second mark. And again, I took my square and I just marked that up about 1 inch. Same thing on this side, 13 and a half from the middle. And then what you're gonna do is measure up a 1/2 inch. And that's where you're gonna put another little mark there, and that's gonna be your center. So I used a center punch. I center punched all my centers, and then I just stepped it up. You have to drill them out to a 1/2 inch. And you wanna do this before you put this on. That way you can make sure you have enough meat up top when you're bolting it up here, when you're drilling that out. Okay, so after you get your holes drilled, we're gonna come over and we're gonna start putting this skid plate on. Now this is the bracket that comes with it. This is actually gonna bolt right up under your body mount here. And I already have this body mount bolt out. It's a 15 millimeter on the bottom and I believe an 18 on the top. So that'll just sit right in there. Put your body mount bolt up through. Okay, so after you get that on, the next step is take your bracket. This is going to be your bracket that mounts on the side here. I'm going to bolt this up. Washer front and back. We'll just leave that hang there for now. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our skid. It helps to have somebody to hold this for you, but you can do it. Okay, sorry for the cut here, guys. I needed a little bit of help to hold this skid plate up to get the bolts in, but I'm just going to walk you through what I did, and I have a little bit to finish up here yet before this is done. So I got the skid plate up, and I got all these bolts started on both sides. It's just hanging here. You got to make sure the lip of the skid plate is up under the bumper if you're gonna, well, even if you're gonna drill it or not. But make sure that's up under. Get all these started. Like, these are all still loose for me. Once I got everything, situated, I tightened these top bolts down, flush with the top bracket, just like the other side. And I left these ones loose just till I got this set up. The next thing I did was I came over here and I marked the center of my bumper. I lined it up with this center mark, and I took just 2 clamps like this, and I clamped it right here, clamped it on both sides, made sure it was up as far as it could be, just so you got to make sure you have enough to drill through and fasten a washer down to it. It's not a lot, but it's, you'll catch it. So I marked the center, and I used I just used a 1/2 inch hole transfer punch, and I put it in the center of my holes that I already had drilled on the bumper. I punched them, center punched them, drilled them out to a 1/2 inch, and put my bolts in. Now all I have to do is go back to the side here. I just have to see it's pretty lined up. I just have to pull it down a little bit and tighten those down. And that's all there is to it. Like I said, if you don't have to bolt this down, but if you're gonna wheel hard, you're gonna be hitting stuff, you're gonna wanna put your bolts in this. If it's just for looks mainly, you don't have to bolt it. It's pretty strong without these 3 top bolts in it. Thanks for watching.